Hello, I'm Camelia and this is Kini News. It seems like the war of words between P. Ramasamy and Dr. Zakir Naik is still not over yet. This is after the Islamic preacher accused the former DAP veteran as the biggest enemy of Islam in a speech last week.
Former Penang's second Deputy Chief Minister P. Ramasamy has lodged a new police report against Zakir Naik after the controversial Islamic preacher labelled him the biggest enemy of Islam. Ramasamy's lawyer Shamsher Singh Thin said the report lodged today at the Bukit Mertajam police station referred to Zakir's lecture in Sokoto, Nigeria. In the 8-minute 13-second clip uploaded on Facebook, Zakir alluded to a number of legal suits that he had filed against Malaysian politicians, saying that most were settled out of court.
But the biggest enemy of Islam, who I did not forgive him. I said, we let the court case go on. The court case went for 2 years. And today morning was the verdict. Today morning, few hours before the verdict was there. And the judge told Ramasamy, who was at that time the Deputy Chief Minister of Penang, to pay a fine of 1.52 million Malaysian ringgit to Dr. Zakir Naik as compensation.
Shamsher claimed that the accusations levelled by Zakir were extremely serious and totally baseless. They want him to withdraw the accusation and apologise within 14 days, among others. Last Thursday, the KL High Court ruled in Zakir's favour over 5 public statements made by Ramasamy, ordering the latter to pay a total of 1.45 million ringgit in defamation damages to Zakir and another 70,000 ringgit for costs, as well as a public apology. Zakir announced plans to donate the proceeds to the Palestinian cause, while Ramasamy's supporters have announced a crowdfunding campaign to help him raise funds to make the payments.
Speaker Johari Abduls' suggestion that names of absent MPs to be displayed on the Dewan Rakyat website has drawn mixed reactions from parliamentarians on both sides today.
Bayan Baru MP Simsi Zin has welcomed the proposal to display the names of absent parliamentarians without good explanation, such as official business. However, in the course of debating the Supply Bill 2024 at the committee level in the Dewan Rakyat, he named several PN leaders as MPs guilty of skipping sessions.
Apa yang di social media berkobar-kobar hantam kerajaan kata kerajaan ini tidak betul, ini tidak buat ini dan sebagainya, tapi tidak masuk ke Dewan untuk bangkitkan. Kita tak dengar suara daripada Marang. Kita tak dengar suara daripada Pagoh. Kita tak dengar suara daripada Larut. Tetapi di social media, mereka jadi hero.
Speaker Johari Abduls then asked him to retract his statement after complaints of malicious intent from opposition MPs. Earlier, Beluran MP Ronald Kiandi urged Johari to look at the issue of parliamentary non-attendance, saying it should be discussed in detail and not made unilaterally.
Saya setuju bahawa semua ahli parlimen mesti hadir parlimen. Tetapi kehadiran juga subjektif, Tan Sri yang pengurusi. Kerana ahli parlimen boleh duduk 1 minit sini dan keluar dan pulang. Juga dia consider sebagai hadir dalam Dewan. So how do you find kehadiran? 1 minit duduk sini pun boleh dikira sebagai hadir. Orang yang duduk yang datang parlimen 1 minit dan pulang tidak terlibat dalam perbahasan juga dilihat sebagai hadir. Sebab tu kita kena define dalam melihat isu ini.
However, Johari said he did not intend to embarrass the MPs and the proposal will be brought first to the parliamentary committee.
Meanwhile, an UMNO leader has urged MPs to attend parliament sessions and maturely discuss issues if they don't want their names displayed for skipping parliamentary session.
MPs need to start proving they're better than school children if they don't want their names displayed for skipping parliamentary sessions. In a tongue-in-cheek statement today, UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akmal Saleh reminded MPs that their duties are not just to shout in Parliament and engage in immature debates. The Merlimau Adun also said MPs should set good disciplinary examples since school children are expected to do the same. Akmal was responding to dissatisfaction over a proposal to reveal the names of MPs who missed Dewan Rakyat sessions. 2 days ago, Speaker Johari Abduls said the names of MPs found to be deliberately absent from parliamentary sittings will be displayed on the Dewan Rakyat website so that their constituents can be informed of the matter. Previously, the current Dewan Rakyat session had to be halted 4 times due to the lack of quorum. He said the move was to boost MPs' attendance as they have responsibilities and duties towards their constituency and constituents. Johari added that he would discuss the suggestion with the parliamentary committee, which includes MPs from both the government and opposition blocs.
Donate to Kinitv to show your support and help us sustain as an independent online news portal that delivers breaking news. Do support us. Your contribution matters.
Moving on to the next story. A revolt is brewing in the government backbenchers over Putrajaya's plans to amend citizenship laws. A government MP warned that some of them may not vote in favor of the amendments to the federal constitution, which require a 2/3 majority.
Putrajaya has to incorporate the Conference of Rulers' views on the bill regarding amendments on affecting citizenship, said Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. In view of this, Anwar said his administration will explain the matter to MPs, some of which have expressed disapproval over the bill.
There's a limit what we can do after discussions. Any constitutional amendment that affects the issue of citizenship has to be cleared with the Mandate Raja. So the Rulers' Conference will take a certain position and we will have to therefore honour it. I think we need to explain to the backbenchers.
Earlier, Ipoh Timur MP Howard Lee, in a cryptic tweet, suggested that some government MPs are not supportive of the amendments. The bill has not been tabled, but interest groups who attended government engagement sessions have been lobbying MPs to address weaknesses in the bill. According to the Malaysian Citizenship Rights Alliance, MCRA, the bill will have 7 amendments to the federal constitution. 2 amendments are aiming to give Malaysian mothers the equal right to confer automatic citizenship on children born overseas. However, the 5 other amendments were criticised because it will make it even more difficult for other groups, foundlings and children of permanent residents, among others, facing citizenship woes.
The new Election Commission chairperson has yet to be decided, but one lawmaker believes that the Bersih chairperson is the best candidate to helm the government agency.
Kota Melaka MP Khoo Pui Tiong has put forward the name of Bersih chairperson Amiga Srinivasan to helm the Election Commission. Khoo brought to the attention of the Dewan Rakyat today that the current EC chairperson Abdul Ghani Saleh will be retiring soon. He also raised questions whether the new EC will be elected via name suggestion or through the Public Accounts Committee before making his suggestion.
Jadi di sini saya cadangkan ya supaya Kerajaan Perpaduan boleh mempertimbangkan Datuk Ambiga sebagai pengerusi SPR yang baru yang akan datang. Apabila pengerusi yang sedia ada bersara, kita harap ya supaya kerajaan yang sedia ada boleh mempertimbangkan Datuk Ambiga dilantik sebagai pengerusi SPR yang baru.
Malaysia kini understands that Ghani is set to retire on May 10, 2024. Ambiga is a prominent human rights lawyer and advocate, as well as a former Bar Council president from 2007 to 2009. She was also the driving force behind Bersih 2.0 in 2011. Meanwhile, in the Dewan Rakyat today, Khoo also raised on fair redelineation of electoral boundaries and regular training for election officers, as well as for EC to consider online voting in lieu of postal votes.
PKR once again stressed that the party had never been a member of Liberal International and described the allegation as slander and lies.
PKR will consider taking legal action against malicious parties linking it to Liberal International, said Fahmi Fadil. The PKR Information Chief yesterday reiterated that PKR had never been a member of the London-based association. He added that Liberal International had removed PKR's name and logo from its website after he contacted them. Latest checks on the organization's website indicate that PKR's name and logo, which were previously shown together with other parties and organizations from Asian countries, are no longer displayed. Last week, a clip went viral on social media illustrating Liberal International's website that displayed PKR as an observer member party in Asia. On October 7th, Liberal International said it stood in solidarity with the people of Israel, condemned attacks against civilians, and recognized Israel's right to defend itself. Meanwhile, Fahmi said, based on feedback from the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, there are over 200 Liberal International related content used to attack PKR and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. The Communications and Digital Minister also described the social media content as a coordinated behaviour and a political attack towards the party.
Meanwhile, political analysts believe that Anwar's vocal pro-Palestine stand won't affect Malaysia as our long-standing support is known internationally. This came after the Prime Minister refused to cave in to pressure from the US to recognize Hamas as a terrorist organization.
Experts on international relations have talked down any potential consequences from Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's vocal support for the Palestinian cause. Nusantara Academy for Strategic Research Senior Fellow Azmi Hassan told Malaysia Kini that there is no international law that says it's wrong to show moral support towards Hamas. He added that what Anwar is doing is not directly supporting the group but supporting the Palestinian people in their plight for freedom. Although the US House of Representatives had passed a bill regarding restrictions on foreign entities that support Hamas and the Islamic Jihad movement in Palestine, Azmi said there is no cause for alarm. Meanwhile, retired Assistant Professor of Strategic Studies and International Relations at University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Sharifah Munira Al-Atas, also dismissed any repercussions. She said Malaysia will not be the only country to be singled out because the majority of nations of the Global South are against what is happening in Gaza. However, Singapore Institute of International Affairs Senior Fellow O.E. Sun believes it will be a bit harmful on the economic front. This is because many multinational corporations that are either owned by Jews or are sympathetic to the Zionist and Israeli cause might hurt Malaysia's foreign direct investments and trades.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.